There is a great way for you and your family to see Florida's wildlife this summer that you may not have even considered.
Take a ride on an airboat and see animals in their native habitat. It speeds up to 45 miles an hour. First on Fox, Christine Van Blocken live in Oviedo with details. Hi there, Christine.
Hi, Tom. Can you guess why I'm smiling this morning? Well, I will tell you, I am standing just steps away from Lake Jessup. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but it is the most heavily alligator-populated lake in all of Central Florida. And you know how I love alligators. I do love airboat rides, though. Say good morning, everybody. This is our fearless crew. This morning we have Captain Terry, morning Captain Terry, giving some instructions, of course, to our crew. We're actually going to go on an airboat ride and show you the highlights of that a little bit later. We are going to find some gators. Preston, stand up. Preston's the youngest and therefore the biggest troublemaker. He's 11 years old. Preston, you going to be good on this airboat ride? All right, good. I'm just teasing. Captain Terry's going to make sure of that. While he is giving instructions, we have Captain Mike, just in case there's maybe some locals out there or even some tourists who have never gone on an airboat ride before. What do we see when we go out here on our Black Hammock adventures?
Well, we're going to see some wonderful cypress trees on this side of the lake here. They're going to cross the lake. We've got some hidden coves over here. This like going back to as untouched Florida as there can possibly be. Lots of big gators, and then they're going to come across here to see Bird Island, which is pretty amazing in all itself.
And it really is cool. And honestly, in case you've never seen it before, there is really so much wildlife to see and appreciate here. And I love how Captain Mike kind of says, oh yes, there's beautiful cypress trees, and oh, by the way, some gators. So speaking of gators, okay, cue the gators. You guys know I love this part. This is Joel, who's the owner here. Who do we have here? He's such a little cutie pie. Who is this?
Pork Chops, that's the name. Pork Chops.
This is Pork Chop, because after you're done with the airboat ride, you get to walk through the entire complex here, and you get to see what different types of animals.
We have 25 animals roughly, and we have a gator, parrot, and parakeet.
Excellent. So I heard birds. Birds I'm okay with. And there's also one of Pork Chop's friends who's just slightly bigger. Who is the most famous resident here at Black Hammock Adventures?
That's Hammy. Hammy?
And about how big is Hammy?
12 feet. 12 feet.
Awesome. I'm going to be hanging with Hammy in just a bit. All right, get that thing started up. We're getting ready for our airboat ride. In the meantime, Pork Chop, quit looking at me. Here's some quick information up on your screen. In case you've never done it before, you have to do it. And I'm telling you, this is the summer to do it. We're hanging out at Black Hammock Adventures, of course, right here along the shores of Lake Jessup in Oviedo. There are day and night airboat rides. You can meet Hammy, not Tammy. Come on, Hammy's a boy. We all know that. And also hang out at the Lazy Gator Restaurant, 407-365-1244. Back out here live. Make Pork Chop smile again. No, no, no. He's like handing him to me. Pork Chop gets really happy knowing I'm going to go on an airboat ride very soon. He's going to be sitting right next to me with the little
Christine.
life preserver.
Yeah,
I'll be over here.
He's going to eat you, Christine.
Bye.
Wow. It is 7:20.
Good morning, everybody. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. We're definitely going to need these because we're taking you on an airboat ride to enjoy nature. Hey, how come the critters don't get them? We'll be right back.
I'm dying to do this. If you want to take your family out for a nice day in the outdoors this summer, there's one activity that is distinctly Floridian.
Absolutely, and you can see Florida's wildlife in its natural habitat and catch a nice breeze at the same time. That's always nice this time of year. Christine Van Blocken is live in Oviedo to tell us all about airboat rides. Boy, that looks fun.
Oh, it is so cool. And Heidi, Captain Terry says you can sit right here and you don't have to be afraid. All right, you guys, say good morning. And this is the part I love. Even see Lamb Chop saying good morning as well. Lamb Chop is our little buddy here. Now, I want to say right off the bat, no, we did not borrow Lamb Chop from Lake Jessup. Lamb Chop is actually a resident here at Black Hammock Adventures. But we actually just went on an adventure without Lamb Chop. Sorry, buddy. Right here on this airboat. Take a look right now at the video up on your screen. Now, Captain Terry, for folks who have not done this before, we have to convince them that this is the summer to bring the family out and see it. Kind of give us a little overview of what they see on the airboat rides.
You can see all different kinds of birds, from ospreys to eagles, roseate spoonbills, great blue herons, egrets. Every now and then you can see pigs and
what's my very favorite animal in the whole wide world you haven't mentioned yet?
alligators.
Alligators. Lots and lots of alligators. Because as you may or may not know, right here at Lake Jessup, their claim to fame, it is the most heavily alligator-populated lake in all of Central Florida, which normally I stay away from, unless, of course, I'm on a nice, safe airboat. And this is so, so cool. It's usually about, a half-hour ride or so. And the best thing is, right here in the middle of July, when things get so hot, we actually go at early morning and in the evening where it's not too hot. And tell everybody the coolest part about doing the airboat ride at night.
Their eyes glow red.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time just in case Heidi, who has not lived here long enough to know what happens, because she'll think I'm making this up.
Their eyes glow red at nighttime when the light hits them.
It's totally true, and that's because all alligators are possessed. I'm just kidding, Lamb Chop. And real quickly, before you actually start on the airboat ride, Captain Terry or Captain Mike will go through a series of rules for you. We have some kids here. What's the #1 rule about going on the airboat ride?
It's not a pet shop, so don't take anything.
Don't take any pets. See, and then what's the other one that little Preston knows? What is the other second most important rule?
Don't jump in the lake, even if your sister tells you to.
I love this kid. That's awesome. Here's some quick information up on your screen. I'm telling you guys, you got to check it out right here at Black Hammock Adventures. It's been right here on the shores of Lake Jessup in Oviedo for more than 45 years. You will absolutely love it. Coming up a little bit later, we're going to explore the rest of Black Hammock Adventures. We can check out all the cool stuff to do, including the Lazy Gator restaurant. And you guys, do they actually serve gator at the restaurant? Well, cool. Jim and Tom can eat that. Heidi and Lauren and I can hang out and check out nature. There's a phone number on your screen. I got a little picture here because Kavis, our producer, did not believe that I actually held the gator. And you know what? This is it. I'm glad somebody got a picture of it because it's not going to happen again.
That's not a real gator.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, Preston, what do you want for breakfast?
Chicken.
Well, you may have to fight somebody for it. We're hanging out with Hammy, who likes to eat chicken. And I'm going to be a chicken and stand far away. We'll be right back.
There is a great way for you to see Florida's wildlife very close to home this summer. You might not have even considered.
Yeah, you can take a ride on an airboat and see animals in their native habitat. It speeds up to 45 miles an hour. First on Fox, Christine Van Vlockland is live in Oviedo with all of the details. And Christine, 2 years ago, my kids were deathly afraid of alligators. Yes. Now every lake we stop at, we got to go look for them. This would be fun.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny about that is the kids absolutely have no fears whatsoever. They put the rest of us to shame. But yes, I think everybody should come out and enjoy all of Florida's beautiful wildlife, especially during the summertime, right here at Black Hammock Adventures. But you can't go on an adventure without a tour guide or a captain, so we have Captain Mike to give us a little bit of a tour. Go ahead and take a look at some video up on your screen. This was the airboat ride we just went on a little while ago, and I got to kind of recommend this to everybody. You should really go during the early morning hours when it's nice and cool. Kind of tell us what type of wildlife we get to see out there in Lake Jessup.
Well, we got lots of interesting bird species. We got anhingas, blue herons, and a handful of bald eagles, actually.
Excellent. So, of course, he starts with the ones that don't bother me so much. But what are the big stars of the show right here on Lake Jessup? What are we really looking for?
The gators.
The gators. Lots and lots of gators. All right. So on that tour, we did see a couple of gators here and there. And, of course, they go over the rules right before you embark upon your journey on Lake Jessup about not touching the wildlife, not borrowing anything. And the really fun part about being on the boat itself, you guys like to do a very dramatic finish.
Absolutely. We like to slide the boat around. It's a boat ride you'll never get anywhere else.
It's really awesome. It's a whole lot of fun, very relaxing for the whole family. Back out here live, something, as you know, Captain Mike, that think's not so relaxing. We were at one with the gators a bit earlier. We met, pork chop was about this big.
That's right.
And then lamb chop was about this big, right?
That's right.
And then, of course, we have Hammy, which is the most famous resident right here at Black Hammock Adventures. And that's Joel, who's just saying good morning. And I'm going to let him do that over there. I got a real quick story for you, though. Joel, who's the owner, wants everybody to know that Hammy is quite happy being here. About 38 years old. What is he, about 12 feet long?
14 foot long.
14 foot long, and his claim to fame, he's the fattest gator you've ever seen. And Joel thought that, I can't say it without laughing. Joel thought that Hammy got a little lonely a couple years ago, brought in a girlfriend, and what happened again? Yeah, he was not so much with the girlfriend, so we have decided that Hammy is a loner and a confirmed bachelor. There's your little story. Here's some quick information up on your screen. You got to come visit Hammy and Pork Chop and Lamb Chop. And oh yeah, by the way, go on the coolest airboat adventure of your life right here at Black Hammock Adventures on Lake Jessup in Oviedo. Call that phone number on your screen. Again, they do tours all day long. And don't forget, they do some really cool ones at night. Back out here live. You know what, you guys? I'm going to leave that to the professionals. I feel much safer on this side of the fence.
Probably a good idea, Christine. Hey, did he eat his girlfriend? What happened to her?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
He did?
No. They just got in fights. No, he didn't.